This is a free software that you don't have to pay anything, and it is professional. That means there is no limitations. You don't have to pay for you to get something specific. Everything is there. So this is the software I use. I've been editing with it for more than 6 years. I started when it was DaVinci Resolve 15, and right now we are DaVinci Resolve 19. Yeah, it has been a journey, and yeah, it's free, as you can see. And this software is on the level of a professional software. In fact, most of the film are edited using this software. So today we are going to go through an overview of how the software works and what you need to do, just the basics for you to get oriented to use this software. There's also another paid version of the same software, which is allowed $295, as you can see there. But if you are a beginner and if you're not doing heavy project at the same time, you may not need to pay the software. You can just use the free version. So another time we may have a lesson for you to understand why you may need to pay this. But at this level, even me have not gotten to a point where I may need the paid version. Everything that I have always wanted to do with video editing, the free version has everything I need. Yeah, let's get to share. Thank you, Jogu, for joining. Jogu Akodani. Yeah, so let's get to share this. Call more people who are interested in learning this. Yeah, and then share the live, and then also tap the screen. So thank you for the losses. Oh, we are getting to do it in another level. Thank you so much. Yeah, so I was talking about where do you get this software. So it's not something that you may need to purchase from someone. You can just come here online and get to download it from Blackmagic Design website, and you get DaVinci Resolve. And I was saying that this software has two versions: the version for free and the version for that you can be able to purchase. So, but for all you need as a beginner, or maybe someone who is not doing heavy projects like film, you need the free version. You don't have to pay. The free version is enough for you. So when you want to download it, you just click there, and then if you're using an Apple computer, just a minute. I think my network, yeah, I think we are back. So when you click the download button, you get this DaVinci Resolve 19. So you need to understand the computer that you're using. If you have, yes, you are able to get a free version. Yeah, so if you have a MacBook, that is when you may need to download the Mac OS. And if you have Linux, you can also download that version. And then if you have now the Windows, like my computer, you just download the Windows version times that's one times 86. Most of the computers recently, sometimes back, they were times 64. So I think currently most of computers now are starting to become 86. So yep, so that's all you need. So you just, if it's for Windows, you just click Windows, and then you get to fill in the details and then download the software. So fill in the details and then register and then download. So these details are not details for you to pay. You don't need to put a credit card. You can just have them. It's just your phone number and your email, where your residence, and all that, and then you register and download. After downloading, you just install. So I've already installed the software in my machine, so I don't have to go through the whole process of installing. So I'll take you through now the software. So this is the software itself, and it has, I always say this is a combination of several softwares combined together. Like in the software, you're going to see it has several interfaces, and these interfaces can help you to do each and every items individually. And that's why you may need the paid version. You may find that when doing video editing, it is not just one thing, like just cutting videos. You may find that for a video project like a movie, you find that there is someone working on sound, there's someone working on color, there's also someone else. Oh, Pinches, you're saying there's a little feedback on the mic. Let me know whether it is clear right now. Maybe I need to reduce the volume from my side, and let me know how the feedback, whether it is sorted or it is not yet sorted. Yep, it will be good to know so that I can adjust accordingly. Yep, so what I was saying is that you may find that when a video project requires someone to work on sound, someone to work on cutting what you don't need on that video, and then someone to work on color, and then someone to work on graphics, and then all that. And DaVinci Resolve, actually the paid version, oh thank you Peter, if you can get me clear. So the paid version is only a paid version because you can be able to work independently and submit that project together in one place, in a way that someone from a different computer can be editing sound, another one can be editing graphics, and then the other one can be working on the color, and then all together you get to submit the project in one place, in one server. So the paid version only helps you to do that. So thank you for joining. Thank you. May you share the like so that we get to grow. Yeah, so so I was saying that the software is like 5 softwares combined together, and we get to start to see what do you get to. I don't know whether all of you can be able to see the screen. So in my screen there is a place where you get to see this is DaVinci Resolve, there is file, there is edit, trim, timeline, clip, mark, view, all that. So when you get to download, you going to see all that. So for today I'm going to take you through how the interface looks like. So the first thing, when you get to shoot a video, you need to save it on a certain folder, and then when you save it on a certain folder, you may need to rename all the folders, and that's why you need the first interface to come here and be able okay, this is what you may need to understand. When editing a video, it is not that the software you will transfer the video to the software. What happens is that the software will create a link to where you have stored your file, and then after you import the video to the software, what will happen is that the software will be communicating with the place where the file is stored. That means the file still remain on your computer when you are still editing. So you need to import. So importing means like creating that link in your computer where the software can be able to access the file, and now you can do the rest. So importing means you just go to, let's say you want to import a video, and my video is in let me get to see where there is a video that I can import. Let's say in disk D, and then disk D, I have one of the videos that I can import here. Let me get to see what is here, and then here I think there is let me get to see what type of video. Yeah, let's say this type of video. This is a video that I had done sometimes back, and if I want to import it, I will just drag it and drop it there. And this is what it will ask me. The selection clip, you have a different frame rates to the project. Would you like to change the timeline frames to match? So what means is that my software, that is DaVinci Resolve, has a different frame rates comparing with my video. So what that statement is asking me, do I want to retain or to change the frame rates for the video so that they can match? So this depends. If you had shot your video with, let's say, 50 frames per second, so if you need to edit the video with 50 frames per second, that's the output you want, and the software, the timeline settings has 50 frames per second, that will be okay. But if you feel like you need to change, that's the only time you can change so that they can match. So the thing here is to change the timeline settings so that it can fit your video. So in this case, I may need to change because I want to retain the video with the same frame rates. So when I import the video, it means now the software can be able to communicate with where the video is stored, and I can be able to make changes on this video and later export it. So that's what it means by exporting. I don't know whether there's any question up to that point. Maybe someone can just ask a question. Peter, are you getting me clear? Let me know whether there is something that you may need to get clarification. Yeah, so any question that you may need to ask, write it on the comment section. Yeah, so when I import the video, this means that now I can freely work on my video. To work on my video, then what do I need to do with my video? At some point I may need to cut. So that's why there's an interface for cutting if I just need to cut the video. So what I will do, provided I had dragged my video here, it can now be available to cut and do all those things. So I just also need to drag it from there and drop it here. So when I drop it here, that means I can be able to work on the video. And you see from the screen, if I play the video, you'll be able to see the video playing. Oh, hello and welcome back. Yeah, and if I need to cut, I just need to, mostly for me I use shortcuts. Cutting can just be using the B, and when I use B, that means I use the blade to cut. Or I can use the cursor. Right now I'm in the interface space, the interface that helps me to cut. And actually what you realize that if I do Control B, that part and this part is a different part. So I'm able to split the video into two. Let's say if I want to cut another place, I will just play the video and then do the same, Control B. So you control and then apply the blade. So this part, if I need to remove it, I can always remove it. So mostly that is all you need. Thank you, Devi, for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for tuning in. So we are learning about video editing with DaVinci Resolve. Yeah, so I can cut. I can do all those stuffs with cutting. The other thing, if there's another interface for editing. So like let's say for a film project, someone can be cutting the video, just cutting, removing what we don't need, and then someone else can be also doing the same and also adding some other things. So in this interface for editing, this can also help you to do the same thing. You can also cut what you don't need, so you just need to play. This is where if I want to cut the video at that point, I just apply Ctrl B. And also you can take the blade from here. You see the blade from here, and carry the blade and then bring it on to that space and cut. And then if you want to go back to select, and then if I want to remove that part, I can just click it and press backspace. If I feel like that was a mistake, I can just do undo Ctrl Z, and then I get back. If I feel like all I have done from the beginning is something that I did not want to do, I can just do Ctrl Z for everything, and I'll get my video as it was supposed to be, and it was from the beginning. So actually editing starts from you understanding what exactly do I need to do with my video. Do I need to add something? Do I need to remove something? This is what you need to understand. If you get to a software without understanding the exact thing that you need to do, mostly you just be messing up your video. So it starts with you when you are shooting, understanding that this is the end product, this is what I need, this is what I'm going to do, and this is what my clients want. So when you get to understand that, the software is just a tool to help you to actualize. So just have that in mind, that when shooting, is this something that I can edit? So don't make mistakes when shooting and say that I'll edit. I've had many people saying that a lot, and saying that, oh, I will edit. Try to make sure that when shooting, you get out of the location or out of set with the best, so that when editing, it will not be hard work. You're not going to be fixing mistakes that you're supposed to fix when you are shooting. So have less mistakes when you come to, so that even the process of editing can be smooth and you can take the shortest time to edit. Yep. So that's the second interface, and the third interface is Fusion. Fusion helps you to do anything to do with graphics. If you need to add any graphics to your video, you get to use the Fusion. And then I think you get to do more in another lesson about how to use Fusion and what you need to do. But Fusion works with like block diagrams, where you find that this is my video and my media input. So if I want to add something, I will just come here, add another tool, and I choose any tool that I want to have. If I want to have a filter, and then I'll choose any type of filter that I want to use, and that will be enough. If I want to have an effect, I can have a duplicate effect, a highlight effect, house spot, and all that. So when I choose that, if I want to have, let me see what we can be able to add in our video right now. If I want to add blur, let me try to do blur. And then, so what happens, this works in this way. I'll have to detach my media input, and then I have to detach it from where it was. And then when I detach it, because my media input was connected to the media output, so right now I have detached it, and you can see from the screen that the video is gone. So I have to attach it to the blur, and then this blur effect, I also attach it to the output. So the media input will go through the blur effect, and then get to the media output. If I want to see them together, I can just put them closer like that, in a way that I'm able to see all of them. So the blur effect, and then I click the blur effect if I want to have fast Gaussian blur, box blur, and all that. So those are things that I can be able to add in my video. If I feel like I need to choose a different one, I can always check on that. So I need to have I can use that to have the two to compare between the blur effect and before I apply the blur and after the blur. So all that. So those are the things that I can be able to do if I want to remove the RGB, if I want to have it like that. So I don't know why it is not working, but yeah. Oh, I need to have the blur size. So if I want to have all that, so I can apply all this effect, I blur it with such an effect. If I want to blur it with like that, so I can also decide to have blur that doesn't have the red, that doesn't have the green, and all that. So what you notice is that the media input will get through the blur effect and then output get to the output. So if I bypass this by removing this and then take directly there, the effect is not in use. So you find that that's how it works. You use block diagrams. So in the Fusion, those are the things that you can do. So if our video, we needed it with that and that and that, and this applies if you want to add another effect. We still connect the same, and I'll come here, add tool, and then maybe something else like an effect of like I want to remove an object or all that, or lays. So I can come here and apply that. So after blurring, I take it through there, and then after that I take it through here, and then I can come here and apply the lay. So you see the lay that has been applied in my video. I can be able to adjust few things and here. So, and then if I feel like it's so much, I can always reduce and all that. So those are the things that I can do with DaVinci Resolve. I hope that you're getting to learn. Mkuu joined. Thank you Mkuu for joining. Na usipote ukijoin na maintain hapa. We are getting to learn all this about video editing. Yeah, hoping that we are good. Thank you Mkuu for liking the live. Thank you for joining. Yeah, we stay tuned and getting to learn. So I was talking about that's how I use the Fusion, and I'm hoping that everyone is getting us clear and we are getting to learn. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Atikaribu amsanga, we are learning. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you for helping me to comment about that. Yeah, so that's all you can do with Fusion, and Fusion is part of DaVinci Resolve. So that's why this software is very powerful. As much as the software is free, it doesn't limit you to do things. So you can do everything with the free version. Yep. So the other thing is that I'll just undo all we have done so that we can get to the next part. Although I will not undo, I will just bypass my video output from the media input, and then bypassing that is by crossing this directory. Yep, like that, and then we get back our video the way it was originally. So that's all you need to do with Fusion. Fusion is part of DaVinci Resolve. The next one, thank you Titus for joining. We're getting to learn this together. So the next part is color. So many of you have heard about color grading, and maybe you don't know what color grading. I've done several lessons about color grading and color correction. So what happens is that, let me just give you an overview of the same. Color correction is, let's say you have like 2 or 3 cameras. You have camera 1 and camera 2, and these cameras are different in a way that one of them is Canon, the other one is Nikon, and you are shooting videos with 2 camera angles. So what happens is that those 2 cameras don't have the same color temperature, or even don't have the same color profile. So what happens when you do color corrections, you may go and try to make sure they look similar, they are just the same, in a way that when I switch from this camera to the other camera, you will not notice the difference, that this is a certain camera. So that's what we call color correction. Color grading is more of giving it a feel, giving it a certain touch. Like if for a movie, if you are shooting a scene that talks about something sad, so we need to see the mood of the video being a sad mood. So that's when you use color grading, making it to have a certain look. So those are that's the difference between the two. Another time we may get to do more of this. So if you're live, keep tapping and then sharing the screen. Thank you for the roses, thank you for love, thank you for everything, and thank you for being here, thank you for staying tuned. And let me know also whether we need to do more of this, whether you're getting to learn, whether yeah, and is this the best platform that we can be meeting, or you prefer another different platform? Yeah, this also will be uploaded later in YouTube because I've been recording since we began. So for those who may not be able to have joined us, they will get this live on YouTube. YouTube channel 0db Creatives. Yeah, let's get back to color grading and color correction. So if I want to work on my video and I want to do anything to do with color, I will have to come here and just a minute, I need to expand this in a way that we can be able to see what is happening. Just a minute. I think, yeah, it was so small in a way that we cannot be able to see what was happening. So let me say, if I realize that my video was a bit overexposed and it was having too much light, I can come here and reduce the gain of my video. That is by I think I need to have the screen like that, and I reduce the gain. That is by reducing and make it a bit dark. If that was a mistake that I made when I was shooting, so if I want to make it more bright, I can also do the same. So that with just one button you can be able to. And the good thing about DaVinci Resolve is that it has some wheels, and these wheels helps you to do it in a more efficient way. You don't have to click the buttons. So if I want to make my video like maybe to look more bluish, I can just apply the blue effect, and that is increasing the gain on the blue side. So this wheel helps you to change whatever you want to. If I want my video to look like that, I can make it look like that. If I want to look like greenish or any other color, magenta and all that. Yeah, so if you feel like you have done something that you never needed to do, you just undo and you can continue. Yep. So that's all you can do about color correction, and you can also balance a lot. You can do, I think these are things that you can do in another class to get to explain to you what exactly they mean. Then you can also be able to work on levels for different colors and all that. You can also decide to have a search like in that space, and then I increase the brightness, or yeah, the brightness of that part. So those are the things that you can be able to do with DaVinci. And then the part I love most is when I am working anything to do with sound. I love sound and I love sound levels. So even all my videos and everything that I do, I make sure the sound level is professional, and the sound level is, you don't have to reduce the volume of your TV or increase the volume when you're watching that. You just need to have a fixed volume. So I use this to make sure that my videos have good sound and good audio, reducing the noise and all that. So DaVinci Resolve has another part, another interface that will help you to work on your sound. So this interface, anything to do with sound, is here. So if you want to put an effect for delay, singing loud, I can just come here and apply delay, and you can hear, I don't know whether you can hear that, and I can apply delay in all that. If I feel like it doesn't work, I just close it and go just to use
Another
different
mistake is
one.
when
So
they sing when the microphone is too far
so
from
those
the
are the
mouth,
things that
or
I know that
it's
you
off
can be
their
able
mouth,
to
such that the
do
microphone
with
captures more noise
DaVinci.
than their voices.
So let me just a minute, I need to remove this. Yeah, it was, I can close it if I don't want it. I can just remove it. If I want to do noise reduction, I can also do the same. That is by coming here. There is a place for noise. So if you record your video in a place where it's so noisy and you don't know what to do, when you come to DaVinci, you can just have noise reduction, and it will work very well for you. So you just drag it there,
doesn't know how,
and you can have the auto speech mode and all that. So it's very simple, very simple. So if for me, I think my video was okay, I don't need to do or anything, so I can just close all that. So yep. So what you notice and why I love this, I'm able to use the sound level. If you can check, there is none of my video doesn't have
to use a microphone
sound in a way that it is clipping. Like the sound is normal sound level that you can be able to hear, and level that is not too loud. Previously, I think today we talked about I had a live where we were talking about loudness of music in Matatu. How does it distract? So one of the things I talk about is you need to get the right levels. You don't have to have, so I always say that it's not a must for you to have that level in a way that it's just distracting your ear. So you need to control your levels, and this starts by the work that you do. If you're doing video production, ensure that the levels that you are recording, the level you have edited, everything is on the right level. Yep. So you check that all my everything in this video is getting towards this is a sound meter. The sound meter, and this helps me to know whether my video is loud or it's not loud. So it's a loud -10. That is the best level I can always recommend when you are doing anything. Make sure that your videos and audios get to that level. So yep. So you can have up to more than 20 tracks. I can add more tracks if my video had even background music and all that. You can always control them using this part. If you want to limit your level to get to a certain level, you just add a limiter. So everything here is available for you to control. So you don't have a reason to give us a video that is creeping. You don't have a reason to give us a video that doesn't have good quality sound. But this starts from you when you record your video, record everything, record your sound with the right microphone, right levels, and always monitor when recording so that you can be able to know, is this going to work, or am I doing a mistake and then expecting to correct it in the future? No. When editing, no, you don't have to make the mistake when you are recording. Yeah, unless you get to a place where it is unavoidable, just ensure that you get a good microphone to do your recordings. Yeah, and then we are getting to the end of this. After, remember, we started by importing this video in DaVinci Resolve, and we said DaVinci Resolve it doesn't have a storage. Just create a link with the file folder where your file is stored, and then that link helps you to edit and do adjustment in your video. And then after that, the file still remain in the file folder. So what you may need to get a video that you have worked and you have modified, after you need to export it, and that is getting the changes that you have done from in DaVinci now becoming a video. So when you're exporting, you may need to know, am I exporting my video to use it for YouTube? So there's YouTube settings that are just basic YouTube, but you can always modify them. Other types of if you want to upload it on Vimeo, TikTok, and then presentation and all that, Dropbox, IMF, Final Cut Pro, Adobe Premiere, you're exporting it to another place if you want to continue your project using another software. So Final Cut Pro is another software that you can use to edit. Premiere Pro is another software. Do you want the audio only, or do you want to use it in other software like Pro Tools, Avid? These two works mostly for sound, if you want to do music mastering and all that. Yep. So you give it a name, and then you just ensure that the resolution and the frame rates and all that are according to what you wanted to have. And then you can add that to render. And then when you add to render, this you get to give it the name, and then save the name, and then it will appear here. And then when it appear here, this is now the next job you have to do is render all, and after a few minutes your project will be done. Yep. That's all about DaVinci. I think let me know what you may need us to cover in the future, another lesson, so that we can be able to help you to become a video editor, a professional one. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the love. Thank you for roses that you've given. Thank you for staying tuned. And how often do you want us to get to do this? So this will be uploaded in YouTube for those who missed, and I think you get to enjoy. And if you have any question, let me know. Next time, let me know what you may need to learn from me. I'm ready to share everything that I know, so that we can get to grow. Yeah, we can get to learn together. Yeah, and thank you for tuning in. My name is Kanyenge Chege. See you. So the channel that you can get this recording to be 0dB Creatives YouTube channel, and that is where you will be able to get this recording. Thank you. See you in the next one. Adios muchachos. Peace.